Welcome back to the Crochet Chronicles, my friends over at Yarnspirations.com. Today is the Warm and Twisted Mobius Cowl. What we have here is actually a yarn that has been long gone, and this was Red Heart Boutique Midnight. I just actually switched it off with Bernat's Symphony yarn in order to do this. We'll be using a 6.5mm size K crochet hook today. There is a permanent twist in here, so if you look at the model sample you see how it's twisted here. It's permanent just like that. So if you would like this particular concept but without the twist, you can obviously go in the rounds without having to do the twist the first time, but for today's reasons I am going to show you how to do the Mobius. So it's a really cool concept, and we're gonna be using an idea here that's actually really quite easy, and let's begin to do this next. So let's begin. They tell you to use a longer strand here in the very beginning of this because the slip stitching can create a space in this one. They're just telling you that you can use that strand in order to pull all the spaces tighter together. So it is a one size item, so it is going to be a chaining of 86. So here's what I would do is that you would just go, let's just do 10 first. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. Take it off the hook, and without twisting this just put the first chain on and then continue along. So do 11 12 13 14 and 15 and go all the way to 86, and if you leave this on the hook here then it won't be twisted when you go to do round number 1. Let's do that. So get to chain to 86 or chain to 86, and I'll see you back here in just a moment. Once you come all the way to 86, just yarn over, pull through that one and the original, and therefore you will have a nice even circle like this. We're going to begin round number 1. We are going to be creating some spacing as we go. So we're just going to go second chain from the hook. So just come over here and just single crochet second chain from the hook. And it says, and here's the repeat pattern, it says to chain 3. So 1 2 and 3 and skip 3 chains. So 1 2 3, go to the 4th and then single crochet in the next chain, and the repeat then is just make sure you go in the back hump because it's gonna be important. So chain 3, so 1 2 3, skip 3, 1 2 3 and the back hump of the 4th one. Please do this all the way around. I'll see you at the end of this round. This is round number 1. So I've now come all the way around. There's going to be 21 of these chain 3 spaces, so the 21st is going to be the one that I'm about to do. So what we have to do is that lay it out like it's a flat belt. Okay, so it's like a flat belt just like you see, and what I want you to do is that we're going to apply a half twist to it. So instead of just single slip stitching to the top of the first one like this and then it's staying flat, what you want to do is that you want to slip stitch it with a half twist. So when you do it, grab the bottom one and just turn it up and then slip. And what this is doing is that it's providing a twist. Do you see it? It's right here. Okay, so the twist can happen anywhere, but that's where it's happening at this moment. So then therefore it has that twist ready to go, and so you're now going to be crocheting technically on the starting chain of where we started. Let's move along to round number 2. Now in a Mobius twist what's gonna happen is that we're gonna follow it, and if you follow that top line over you will see that it will eventually end up on the underside here. So when we go to crochet row number 2 we literally have to crochet around this technically twice in order to get back to where we started. So let's begin row number 2. We're going to chain total of 4. So 1 2 3 and 4, and that will count as a double crochet and a chain 1 space, and I want you to double crochet back into that same single crochet spot, or it's where you slip stitched. And now we're going to jump over and we're gonna skip the next 3 chains, and we're gonna double crochet into the chain at the base of the next single crochet. So it's right here. Okay, so just look at the single crochet. That's the easiest way to say it. So you're just gonna double crochet, and then you were going to chain 1, and then you were going to double crochet just like that. And now you're just gonna jump to the next one and then just reach over, double crochet, chain 1 and then double crochet. So as you get all the way around, I'll meet you here at the end of the round just to make sure you understand that you are just continually following, and I'll see you there in just a moment. So just double crochet, chain one, one double crochet in these single crochet spots that you see. So I'm just coming up, and you can see where I started right down here, right? So I'm just technically half the way around the round, but because it's a Mobius you literally have to circle it twice in order to get back to where you are. So I'm just crocheting now, continuing along. So it appears that where I started is upside down, which is perfect. And I'm continuing to do what I am doing. So this is still round 2. And so I'm just now officially finished number 2, and this is where I started. And I'm just going to slip stitch to the 3rd chain of the 4. And there you go. So you can see the twist is permanently in place. Let's move on to round number 3 next. Rounds 3 and 4 are the repeat for this entire pattern. So let's just begin. We're gonna chain up 1, and you're gonna come right to this first chain 1 space. You're going to single crochet. Then you're going to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then go to the next chain 1 space right here and single crochet. Chain 3 and go to the next space. That's the chain 1 space, and do that all the way around. So you'll be circling all the way around, and then maybe back here in just a moment. So now just chain my 3 in the last one, and I'm just gonna slip stitch to the very first single crochet that I started with. So you can see really quite awesome. So let's begin round number 4. So 3 and 4 are the repeat for this whole thing, and then I will talk about the repeat after this. So we're gonna chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and the 4th is the chain 1 space. So the 3 is double crochet, the 4th is the chain 1 space, and you're gonna double crochet into that same single crochet. So like before, you're just gonna jump to this next single crochet and do what you already know. You're gonna double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. That's all it is. Okay, so go to the next one, do the same. So do that all the way around. This is round number 4, and I'll meet you back here in just a moment. So I'm coming up to the end of number 4, and I'm just filling in that last stitch, and then I'm gonna slip stitch to the 3rd one of the beginning chain 3 or chain 4. So now I need you to repeat rows number 3 and 4 2 more times, and then I need you to do row number 3 1 more time after that, and then that's it, you're done. So I'm just gonna do that off camera. So to remember row number 3, you're just gonna chain up 1 and start in the next chain 1 space and single crochet, and then just jumping over by chaining 3s and going to the next space, and etc. So please do this, and I'll see you back here in just a moment. So I've just now done rows number 3 and 4 2 more times, and then I just finished row number 3. So just chain 3, and I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning of the single crochet of that round. I'm gonna show you how to fasten off. Now I was reading the instructions. That strand that we left in the very beginning of this, sometimes what can happen is that you can have an excessive gap that's here when you do the twist. I don't see it for myself, so that's actually a good thing, but if you do, you're gonna use that strand to kind of pull things together with the tapestry needle if you wish. You're gonna have to fasten that off anyway, that strand. So just put this onto a yarn needle and just go through the same color. So just going through the chain 3 area, just go through once, and when you pull on it, don't change the shape. Just be taut about it, but don't be too hard on it, and then just go back and forth a total of 3 times, and then it should be permanently into your project without any issues. Now the beginning one, you want to go and look at that one as well. So is there any excessive gaps in here? Yes or no? And because you've done the twist, that does happen. So I'm just gonna throw that through a tapestry needle just to secure that into position. And again, just traveling through the same colors back and forth a total of 3 times. So once, twice, and 3 times. So usually I don't ever finish cowls like this on a tutorial. I really liked it for myself, so I got something for myself for the winter. And it really honestly didn't take long. That's kind of the big decision for me. So it does have a permanent twist to it, so you'll see that here. So when you're wearing it, you'll see that the twist is happening, and it's really amazing. So I think it's really awesome. So that's it for today. This is the Warm and Twisted Mobile Cowl by Yarnspirations.com. See you again real soon. Bye bye.